Hey guys, Tharun here. I'm pretty excited that you clicked on this video. Like in other languages, we also have the local and global scope in JavaScript. Now, what do you mean by the local and global scope? So first of all, what is the scope of a variable? A scope of the variable is nothing but those are the parts of your program where you're able to access those variables. Okay, that is the scope of a variable. So what do you mean by global scope? The word global itself describes it that the variable with a global scope can be accessed from any part of the JavaScript code. Okay, at the same time, the local scope also has the name local in it. So a variable with a local scope can be accessed from within a function only, where it is declared, okay, only within those parts of the program. So I'm going to demonstrate that with a live example here. So let's just declare a var number equals to say 100, and let's declare a function. Of course, you do not know what functions are. I have not taught you about that, but for now just ignore those syntax parts and just consider that function is again just a block of code. Okay, that is enough for now. Var num equals to, let's say, a -100. Okay, and I just want to use a console.log here, and I want to log out num, and outside this I again want a console.log and num. To differentiate it, I just want to say outside plus, and this is gonna be inside, right? Okay, and a block of code always has to be called. It is not going to get executed automatically here. By meaning block of code, I mean this function here. If you know what a function is, then well and good. If you do not know, just ignore this. We are going to talk about functions in the later tutorials. So a function needs to be called. We are going to call it here. So what is the program flow here? It's going to come to var num, then it is just gonna know that there is test. It is not gonna run this. Again, I repeat, it is not gonna run this here. It is gonna come, that is, it's gonna go to line number 1. It is gonna know that there is something called line number 2 to 5, there is something. Okay, then it's gonna come to line number 7, and it is gonna execute this. It's gonna come to line number 8, and it is gonna check whether there is some block of code called test. It's gonna go there and then only execute. So let's just run this, and then I would explain it further. So outside is run first, and it is called it is showing 100. Okay, and inside, okay, it is showing -100. That is because this -100 is bound to this code alone. So you get the -100 there, and this 100 is bound to all of this outside code. Okay, all of this outside code. So hope you get the local scope and global scope. This is a local scope, and outside is a global scope. And that is all for this video. As I promised, we are gonna talk about the difference between let, var and const in the next video. I promise I'm not going to talk about any other topics, because these are the topics which we needed in order to talk about the differences between them. So see you guys in the next video.